Hello and welcome back to the Bookish Diaries. I'm Samantha and today we are going to discuss City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. So, this is the story of Clary and Jace. Pretty much it's their story. It's their love story. It's theirs. And I threw down my iPod while listening to the audiobook back in August, I think, because I was mad at it. And if you have not read this, you don't know why I was mad. So, this is probably going to be filled with lots of spoilers because it's so old. It's not a new book. And I'm sorry about that. So, be prepared for spoilers. If you've not read it, let's just go ahead and say that I do like this book. I don't love it like other people have. If you want to see people who have absolutely adored it and love it without, and go check out Pullin' and Banana's books. Pullin' Banana's books. She absolutely loved this, and I do like it. I just don't have the enthusiasm that she had for it. And I'm sorry, but it's a good book. So I do like it. I just don't have that unending enthusiasm that she did. So, like it, but not love it. So, things that I like about this book. I like the minor characters. Clary was kind of boring to me. Jace was just too rude at times and too, what would be the word for it? He let everything roll off his back, but I'm pretty sure some of it had to have hurt him, that it was said. But yeah, he was definitely rude at times, and I really don't like that one. Sorry to that. Hopefully he's a better character in the later books. I've only finished the first two by audiobooks. I'm fixing to reread the second one. And then I'm going to get into the rest of them because the last book in the series comes out in May. Hopefully it will be the last because this was originally supposed to be a trilogy and it's no longer anymore. Talk about bad wording for a sentence. But it's true. It's true. It was supposed to be a trilogy, but it has become... It was supposed to be a trilogy, but it has become a series of books. I think it's on like 6 now. I think that's one's coming out in May, is 6. But I love the minor characters. I love Simon. I loved Isabel even. I even liked Alec because at least you knew he was rude because he cared a little too much for Jace. But Jace didn't really seem to care about the fact that he was rude. And Magnus has to be my favorite character. I absolutely love Magnus, so definitely love the minor characters more than those Jace and Clary. But I do like where the story goes later on in the book for them. Definitely going to get back into the series and finish up the other books before the last book comes out in May. So that spoiler alert that I said I'll put on the slide to talk about, let's discuss it. Why in the world, Cassandra, would you put this in your book? Why would you put a thing where all of a sudden the two main characters think they're siblings even though they love each other? That right there, that just threw my mind, and I kind of dropped my iPod because of it. Yep, I did. I dropped my iPod because of the fact that they were all of a sudden siblings, and I did not like that at all. I love the book, but that right there, that one moment in the book, kind of made me go, do I really want to read the rest of the series? Because, I mean, you think they can't get together because they're siblings now, even though I've read all the descriptions of all the rest of the books, so I know that they are going to have that problem solved eventually. It's just not going to be until I think the 3rd book. And I never started the 3rd book because they still thought they were siblings at the end of the 2nd book. Yeah, I'm sorry. But I do like this book. I'm not saying I don't. I like it. It had a good writing, it had a good plot. It has the magical side of the world, and then it has your everyday life where they call Mondays, which reason why I probably never want to live in this world, because I'd probably most likely be a Monday, so I'd miss out on it all. Sorry. But I don't know. I don't know how people had the enthusiasm that other people had for it. I did find a lot of great quotes in this book. Jace said some hilarious lines, and I You can find some of those down on my Facebook page. I'm going to be putting them out throughout the week, and then I'll be putting more of them out throughout the month and throughout the year. So definitely going to have some favorite quotes from the City of Bones up on my Facebook page. So definitely go check those out if y'all want to. I had a lot of fun making those, so yeah, definitely go check those out. So my overall review, great book, great plot, great humor, okay characterizations for the main two. I like the minor characters more than those main two, so we're gonna go with an okay on the characters. I guess I just did not get into it as much as the others. Hopefully I get into the rest of them more than this one, but I'm not counting on it. But I did like them, so I recommend them to people. I don't know what else to say about this book without like really just giving a whole bunch of spoilers away for it, which I already gave one, and I don't want to do that. So definitely go check it out. Go read it. I checked mine out from my local library. I downloaded the audiobook also from my local library whenever I did the audiobook back in September. No, August. Back whenever I did it before. So it's not the fact that you have to go pay for a book that you may or may not like. A lot of my book reviews will definitely come from the library. I do own a lot of books, but a lot of these will come from the library because it's free, and I already owe $1 in late fines for the year. I started off the year with no late fines, and I already owe $1 because of the free space. I didn't go return books. Sorry, what can I say? I wasn't going to get out in the weather. But yeah, go check it out from your library. That's how I did it. There's now a waiting list for this one at my library. There wasn't whenever I got it. I just found it on the shelf and picked it up. But yeah, definitely go check it out from the library. That's how I did it. I recommend the libraries.